Welcome into the State of Sports podcast. I'm in a different location. There will probably be no intro music as I am in California visiting John Smith, who's sitting right next to me. No Morgan today. He's MIA. He was supposed to be on around 1, but apparently not. So it's just me and Stash right now. Morgan may pop in at any moment. Stash Cuddy, how you living?
I'm doing all right. I'm kind of under the weather today, but
Yeah.
God willing, we're going to make it.
I love how you say you're under the weather as you pick up a Bud Light and drink a Bud Light.
I mean, you gotta get your fluids.
You gotta hydrate, right?
You have to.
Perfect. So this episode this week is just going to be a weekly wrap up. It's honestly been a pretty crazy week for sports. A lot of shit going on as March is here.
Yep.
Let's start with, what do you want to start with? Pick a sport.
Well, I'm going to answer our question
Perfect.
of the week. So we got to get that out of the way. A lot of responses again this week. So that was good. Keep them coming. The question was, if you were a professional baseball player, what would your walk-up music be? We had some really good answers. We had Tom Sawyer from Rush. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Eye of the Tiger. Ship It Up to Boston. Yeah, that's just a classic.
Yeah.
We had Batter Up from Nelly.
I saw that. That was Nick.
Yeah.
Rounding third. That was awesome.
We had Can I Kick It from Tribe Called Quest. That's a great song. And then we had Brian comment all these wrestlers walk up songs,
which was awesome.
And most people said that they hated the fact that they had to pick just one, but you could switch it up if you want.
Exactly.
Depends on the tone of the series.
Exactly, for sure. Yeah, it was a really fun question. Yeah, I still think mine's probably Der Rockweiler.
That's just such a good.
It's a good
walk up song.
Even
though I don't really care for them too much, I think a cool walk up song would be the intro to Thunderstruck.
Yeah,
from AC/DC.
It's true.
But back in the day when we played MLB The Show, I remember my home run music was Flash from Flash Gordon.
It was incredible. You like get over my dick. So funny. Well, while we're on, walk up songs for baseball, MLB's lockout is over.
Thank God.
Great success.
We were getting into some pretty depressing territory there.
We were. So we're not losing any games, and they're reporting to spring training.
I think like within the week.
Yeah, within the week, and we have universal DH.
Yep.
No more 7-inning doubleheaders. And what was the other one?
The bags are bigger.
Bigger.
Have you seen the picture?
No.
It's like they're not that much bigger. It's noticeable, but it's not like comical, like how much bigger they are.
All right, well that's good. Yeah, so that's good. I'm glad baseball's back. I'm sure some free agency stuff will pick up. Obviously, Correa is still a free agent.
Yep. The only big move I saw is Rodon got moved.
Yeah, there was a pitcher that was good that got traded to the Mets, right?
The Athletics pitcher.
Yeah.
Yep, I can't offhand right now. I can't remember his name. That was, I think, today. If you're listening to this is Sunday.
Yeah.
So yeah, a couple moves. A lot of free agents still. Got to see where Castellanos goes.
He's got to take a ball to deep left center field. It's gonna make.
I'm hoping he comes to Fenway. We're losing Kyle Schwarber.
I'm telling you right now, if he comes to Fenway, I probably might go to opening day, just to see.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be an event, and he's gonna hit one deep to left center field.
Opening day for the Red Sox this year, I believe, is going to be on Jackie Robinson Day.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
It's very cool. Yeah, I'm glad baseball's back. Maybe I'll finally pay attention this year. Probably not, but that's okay.
You should, because I'm coming for that back-to-back 2-time.
That's right. We're gonna have to do our pick here soon. That'll be an episode.
Yeah.
Oh man, probably late March. All right. Let's save football for last, because football has a lot, and we never know if Morgan's just gonna pop on here at any second.
Yep.
Talk about Mr. Rogers. So let's talk about the NBA. I went to the Lakers game this past Friday night and live in person, and got to watch Bron James drop 50 points.
Had yourself a blasty blast.
It was absolutely incredible. John Smith became a fan of LeBron. He goes, I understand now why you think about him the way you do, because he's just dominant.
We've been saying it to people for years now, ever since we got to see him in the Garden. Seeing him in person changes your perception on it so much, which is why I sometimes can't hold the argument with older people when they talk about Michael and Larry and stuff like that because I just didn't see them.
Yeah,
It's almost like, you can't believe your eyes, really. Like,
for real. For real, man. It was an incredible spectacle. Like he came off the screen for like he was at 47 and he came off the screen. I was like, he's making this three and just splashed it. And he was like he was talking shit too that entire game. Like calling people like too little and shit. Like it was awesome.
you
Like,
know, before we started recording, we were talking about it a little bit, but he's just gonna absolutely annihilate people, and it's not gonna matter anyway. He's just letting everybody know he's still the fucking king.
well, yeah, and he put on such a performance. I have to go again Monday night to go watch him again live. Like it's just
Now, did he drop 52 games in a row?
It wasn't 2 games in a row. I think he sat one out.
That one out.
Yep. So I mean, imagine if he just drops another 50 though. Like
I believe though that the game you went to, I saw a post on his Instagram. Is he had the caption, "Are you not entertained?"
yeah, I was entertained.
Yeah.
It was like perfect too. Like we literally walked in to the crypto arena now, which is stupid, but whatever.
Dumb.
We literally walked in there like 5 minutes before tip off and like perfectly was able to grab a couple beers, find our seats, stand there, get down there for like the starting lineups like being announced. And then it was just like, holy shit, that's fucking LeBron. Like
Was Jack Nicholson in the house?
he was not. He was not.
What?
I know.
God damn it.
2 celebrities I saw were Rich Paul, LeBron's agent, like AKA the NBA's mega agent, and then Kanye West, which was it was cool to see Kanye West. Whatever you think about him, it was cool.
Yeah. Still, yeah, I mean, pretty cool.
Very cool.
Not as cool as when you saw Bill Russell.
True. That's true. Bill Russell was very cool. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Thing. Yeah, I don't. Is there anything else NBA related?
Not that I'm aware.
Not that you're aware. Okay, word. One thing. Let's go over to the NFL. This is gonna be a pretty quick episode because I got to jet and go watch Nocturnal film his music video today. NFL had crazy news. Let's start with Aaron Rodgers, 4 years, 200 million.
Yeah. Obviously Morgan's not here to comment, but how do you feel about that?
I mean, he was either going to retire or stay, I suppose. So,
do you think that he lost a little bit of his stock after that final game last year?
I mean, clearly not. He got 4 for 200. So, like, I don't know. I think he was in a weird spot just because they weren't like per se going all in and showing him that they believed in him. And this like off season was like, I don't know. It's kind of like a girlfriend where it's like, oh no, I don't want to lose you. You know what I mean? And they like put in all the effort. So I don't know. Jack and I were having a conversation last night. He's like, Rodgers needs to get at least 2 more Super Bowls.
You think that's possible for him?
And I was like, I think you should be happy if he gets 1. Like, just because it's so hard to get there.
I mean, last year, overall, I think I would have considered the Packers probably the best team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And they couldn't pull it off, which is kind of disturbing.
It was just such like he played such a weird game. Like, honestly.
I mean, it was the one time in his career in a big game that we can honestly say like his team did everything for him and he didn't produce.
It was strange. It was a very strange game. But yeah, Rodgers is back. So I know Morgan's probably happy and I know Jack's happy. So I'm happy that they're happy. You guys get to live in disappointment when he lets you down in the playoffs again.
Yeah.
I have headphones on. I can't hear if you're saying anything wild. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Russell Wilson got traded from the Seattle Seahawks to the Denver Broncos for a boatload of picks.
Yeah. I think the Seahawks got fucking taken for.
You think the Seahawks got taken for by trading Russell Wilson?
Yeah, who do they get? Like, who's going to be their QB now?
So the trade was 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks. Drew Lock, who is the quarterback for the Broncos, who isn't really good. They got Noah Fant, who is like a good young tight end, and then they got a good defensive lineman. But it's like it's a league of quarterbacks, and it's like it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean?
Are the Seahawks just looking to start over?
I think it's a rebuild, which is weird that Pete Carroll stayed, to be honest. Like he's like old, so I didn't think he'd want to do a rebuild. So I find that interesting. But
now you were thinking he was going to go to the Giants.
Yeah, I always thought it was the Giants just because of his wife Sierra. Like wanted.
How do you feel about the Broncos?
I mean, he's realistically only the third best quarterback in that division, which is saying something. Like Patrick Mahomes is better, and I think Justin Herbert's better.
Yeah. So
Like,
he's gonna have a pretty tough go.
yeah, and Derek Carr is still in that division too. Who the Raiders made the playoffs. Like that division is like fucking murderer's row. It's really hard to. So I think it'll be interesting to see how it's going to pan out. Obviously with the NFL, it's all about injuries and who can stay healthy and all that. But Broncos are good. I mean, Von Miller might resign there. Like, got his ring with the Rams, might go back.
That would be nice.
So
Give him some pieces.
exactly, I'm gonna be really, really curious how that goes. Other NFL news.
We got Amari Cooper over to the Browns.
The Browns. I mean, that's more of like a cap casualty type thing, I think, to be honest.
Yep.
So
See how that goes. I think the Cowboys are also gonna do a soft reboot.
I don't think so, man. I think they're just gonna like try to retool. I think Cooper's cap number was too high. I just think it's a salary casualty.
Kind of sucks.
I mean, it's just another receiver to go play with Baker Mayfield to die, to be honest. So enjoy.
Enjoy. Look what happens when you leave for
right.
Odell Beckham.
Yeah,
leave with a championship. So
goes and is like balling out in the Super Bowl and pops his ACL, which was sad, obviously, but still
sad, but sad.
But still got a ring, so happy for Odell.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis ran a 4.8 at 340 pounds at the NFL draft combine.
Would you say 348 pounds?
Yeah.
He's pushing a court. He's
ran a 4.8 who was like faster than like a lot of people in the NFL.
That dude's a locomotive.
Freight train, dude.
That's crazy.
Holy shit.
That's a fast man for that size.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. Yeah, we had the NFL draft combine. NFL draft is right around the corner.
Yep.
NFL free agency is coming up. The new league year starts soon. It is March. So
yeah, a lot of stuff. I mean, I feel like especially with baseball back too, it's just like everything's going on right now.
Things like, and then the NBA playoffs are going to start, coming up. So we're getting, out of it. And also, don't mean to slight this. I know Morgan is not here currently, but March Madness it's here. Like brackets come out tonight. I think we'll do something to get a whole bracket together for the podcast. We'll tweet that out, Facebook that out like midweek, so everybody can hop in for that. Just for fun, no money or anything involved. So we'll do that. NFL. Oh yeah, the Jaguars franchise tag Cam Robinson, their left tackle. So for that number one pick, I don't know if they're going to go edge rusher or tackle, or hopefully they trade out and get a bunch of picks, to be honest. But I don't think that's going to happen because there's not a lot of good quarterbacks in this draft.
No. What are you going to do?
What? Oh yeah, and Devontae Adams got franchise tag for the Packers, so they are bringing
the Packers
together.
So they got to come back next season with a very similar team that they had.
Yep. So,
which is good because I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
I mean, they'll probably just go, 14-3, and then get to the playoffs, and Rodgers will just not trust his receivers again.
Yep.
Fuck you. Yeah.
I mean, it was a big week in sports, but also not a big week in sports.
Yeah, like
a lot of shit came at you at the same time.
Yeah, big events happened. Like Russell was traded. Rodgers is back in Green Bay. I mean, LeBron dropping 50. But
that's the highlight of the week for me.
Same. His 14th 50 career game, which is insane.
So I mean, just especially at his age,
it's pretty cool to say I got to see him drop 50 live. Like,
yeah. I don't remember how much he scored the game we went to.
37.
But I do remember that 3-pointer sent it into overtime. Just sent me.
I remember it was 37 because I got to a point in the game where I leaned over because I went with Jack and John, and I leaned over to John. And I was like, the most I've ever seen him score live is 37, and he's got third quarter. Like, I'm gonna see him like score 40, and then he like
drop a 50 piece,
and he kept going, and I was like, shit, he's gonna get 50. Like,
since Morgan's not here, we can shit on him a little bit. Best 50 piece I've seen since Giannis in the finals.
That's true. I couldn't agree more. Could not agree more, bro. There was one play like with LeBron where like I started standing up before he dunked it because I saw the play happening. Because he came off the screen, I just saw the lane, and I was like, bro, he's gonna go up and fucking hammer this. And he came and just did the LeBron tomahawk, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
it was beautiful.
Just saw the dunk coming like that guy in Joanna Man. You're like, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really cool. Shoot. Anything else NFL related? Trying to think. You got anything else? Nothing Packers related? As our Packers correspondent, since Morgan's not here.
No, it's just they took a lot of pay cuts.
Yeah, Packers readjusted their salary cap.
Yep.
Hopefully, the Jaguars do something in free agency. Cowboys, Nick, sorry.
Whoops.
We got a chowder in our socks are back.
Sox are back,
Socks are back.
and I can't wait. I guess, getting to the end of it here, jump over to the Kraken for a second.
Yeah.
We won yesterday.
Oh,
Beat the Canadiens,
nice.
4-3. We are 17-37, and this season is all but over.
Yeah, put the curtains on it.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? We're early as a franchise.
It's an expansion franchise. As long as the boys are out there skating hard. I do know that they re-signed one of our major players for like a 5-year deal. Saw that process.
Great.
So,
Oh, I did have something to bring up, actually. Speaking of older players, and I don't know what reminded me of it. Kevin Garnett is going to have his jersey retired at the Garden.
nice.
How do you feel about that?
The Celtics retiring jersey numbers are so weird to me.
Do you think he deserves to have his jersey retired there?
Oh,
Neither do I. And I feel like if you do him, you got to do Ray Allen. And like he's not.
and Ray Allen is not going to get his jersey retired there because he went to the Heat.
I don't get it.
I
I don't
mean-
think I wouldn't consider like he is one of the best players to play in the Celtics, but I wouldn't consider him a Celtics like all time great. Like I don't know.
That 08 championship, I've never seen dudes get more run from one fucking championship.
It's crazy. It's so nuts.
It really is. Like
People will talk to you and act like that Celtics team could like take on any other Celtics team in history. Like they're the best Celtics team ever.
it's bonkers to me. I mean,
It's wild.
I mean, I enjoyed it when like it was happening when I was like a kid and stuff, but it's just like, all right, like
If that wasn't against the Lakers, it wouldn't have mattered.
correct. But I mean, I guess its context was against the Lakers, so it's like,
I think that championship though around here means a lot to a lot of people just because of like it was such a long haul of watching them be so terrible
so,
to finally getting there.
Yeah.
It was kind of the payoff for being a loyal fan, I guess. But
I mean, I do
Still.
love the line in Tron where Sam's looking at Jeff Bridges and goes, Lakers Celtics back on.
that
Because like when he went in,
was the rivalry.
Lakers Celtics and coming out Lakers Celtics, which is cool. And
Celtics are pretty good this year.
they are. Jason Tatum's nasty. He's just
Yeah.
good.
He was able to outscore fucking Ja that game
He's
and Ja put on a performance. So
Tatum's taking it to the next level.
yeah. But I mean, that's all I got for this week.
Yeah, that's all I got. You got a question to get the folks out of here?
I do, and it's going to be a personal question.
Okay, let's get.
So personal preference. What is your personal favorite piece of sports memorabilia that you own?
Ooh,
And we'll start with you, Matt. Can you think of one?
probably my Ken Griffey Jr. shoes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's got to be it.
I think mine would have to be my Derek Jeter jersey card.
Yeah,
I think that's probably
that's a
my
good one.
favorite.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, also shout out to Santa Claus, my Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, which is sick. Like,
Also good.
So,
But yeah. Tell us what yours is, and you can have multiple answers, but show us some of your cool shit.
Yeah. Take photos of it, upload it. We're gonna be off next week. It'll be our first week off since we started the podcast. I'm flying back to California. Schedules just don't match up clearly because Morgan is nowhere to be found. So Morgan, please text us. Let us know you're okay. And I don't have anything else. You got anything?
Nope, I don't have anything else.
Perfect. Let's get on out of here. Enjoy the week, folks.